Hey BBs, it's Plastic and I'm back with you guys with another video. How are we all doing today? Hope we're all doing very, very, very well. Today's video, I'm going to be sitting down with you guys and chatting and talking about my upcoming predictions on what Rainbow High dolls I think are going to be super expensive in the future. And I feel like whenever there's a doll brand that's super popular, like right now, like Rainbow High or OMG, it's gonna have like a resurgence in a couple years, like Monster High and Bratz did, because doll trends come and go. Same with the doll market. The doll market is super flexible, and it literally will snap at any moment. Because I remember I was looking for like Monster High dolls, and I was looking for Halloween, like it was years ago. It was like 2020. End of 2020, I was looking for 13 Wishes Halloween, and she was like 15, $10, but I didn't have a job at the time, so like I had to like be smart with the dolls that I bought. Literally like a couple months later when I got a job, that doll was going for $40. So the doll market is something that's really, really unserious. Like, it really, there's not much rhythm or rhyme to it. I mean, there is if you can kind of catch the pattern. If you've been collecting for a longer time, you can kind of see when things are going to spike and, you know, go down and everything. Like, when the whole collector's base, like OMG, when everyone's like selling their collections, OMG dolls are super cheap right now. Get them right now while you can. It's just kind of a thing. And I think right now with Rainbow High, we're going to start that cycle of going down in price, because we've seen some pictures of the upcoming fall lineup, and personally, I'm not feeling them as much as I used to feel Rainbow High. Like last year was probably their peak, and not, I mean, it could bounce back. It always does. But I think design-wise, they had an amazing year last year. So I think we're going to start the cycle of Rainbow High going down, then going up, then going up, and then, you know, it's just kind of a flow. And especially in 10 years when these dolls are more nostalgic and kids are going back into their collections and they sold their dolls, but now they want to collect again. I think these are going to be some of the dolls. I picked out a couple, and there's probably more that I could just talk about for hours, but these are some ones that just came to mind right off the bat. And I picked like 10 of them, I think. So we're going to go through those now, but I think, you know, and the doll market's always crazy, so these are just some dolls that I think is going to probably be more expensive in the future. And future me or future anyone watching, please let me know in the comments below if any of these get more expensive. And I didn't really check any of the prices on these, so we're just going to go ahead and start off right now. I brought Winter Break Skyler out because I thought this is Skyler's best doll as of right now, I think, to be honest with you guys. I think this doll is one of those timeless Rainbow High dolls. There isn't many of them, but this one I feel like has a timeless outfit. Like, this jumpsuit is so good. She reminds me a lot of like my scene, that Snow Bling era, where they had like the bling bling era, but it's like it was one of their winter lines. I can't remember. Winter Bling? Correct me if I'm wrong. But I feel like this design is just super classic, and it's very like it just makes sense to me. I think there's so many features about this doll that just have the ability to, you know, resonate with people in the future. Not a lot of Rainbow High dolls do, but I think this one was definitely going to be one that's just like there. And I think she's kind of underrated. Like, no one really talks about her, and I feel like she kind of goes under the radar for a lot of people, but I think she is definitely spectacular, and she is one of the best Rainbow High dolls. She is the best one from Winter Break, and I think the themed lines in a doll line are always some of my favorites, and I love the winter ones. I just think like the way that she's like a sparkly, like a pink shimmer in her like face shine is so nice, and such a good attention to detail. She also has a really good second outfit, to be honest. I don't really have it on display, but it's really, really fierce and super high quality. Like, I just think the curls, even like getting these intact in a couple years is gonna be like kind of annoying. Mine aren't even intact, and I just put her out of the box and put her on the shelf. I need to redo these, but I just think, like, especially Skyler, like, I feel like Skyler's a character that she's, like, blue. I think a lot of the characters that, like, people don't really buy up when they first come out, like Laguna Blue from Monster High, for example, like, her first doll was not very popular. I don't think it was, as much as it was, like, Draculaura, but she was the one that was most expensive from the basic waves for a good amount of time, I think, maybe before the pre-production and everything. So it's just kind of interesting. I feel like Skyler and Poppy, in specific, those two are, like, ones that, like, I don't see people, like, buy as much as maybe like Sunny and is Violet popular? I think Violet's kind of always one that I don't really, and Jade, I know Jade's kind of more popular. So I think this doll definitely has potential to be more expensive in the secondhand, you know, realm. And she also has a really, really high quality pieces, but I think her timeless design is definitely going to carry over her. The last doll that I only have from the main six is Basic Wave Sunny. And I'm only having her up here because I think she's going to be super nostalgic in the future. Not necessarily because I think the first wave of Rainbow High is going to be expensive in the future. There's a bunch of reproductions of them. Like, there's not a bunch, but like they had like they're still on stock on Amazon. I think they had a little mini, like a soft reproduction in like December time of this year or of last year. They had those 2 6-packs from Target and Walmart in 2021. So these dolls are more popular, and I see them a lot on secondhand sites and in the flea market. Like, I've seen this doll flea markets a couple times, thrift stores, but I never really pick her up because I already have her. But I think that this is going to be the doll that's going to be more expensive. And I also kind of view Rainbow High to have that, like, kind of Bratz resurgence, where I think a lot of the earlier dolls, the ones that aren't, like, as glamorous in a way, are going to be less expensive. But I think this is going to be one of those dolls that's going to, like, avoid that. Like, I think she's going to be one of the more expensive ones just because of how her design is dated. Like, it definitely isn't. The stand is horrifying. Oh my gosh. Sick of it, y'all. But I think that, like, this doll, like, the outfit isn't, like, again, the best, but it's super, like, staple. Like, when I think of Rainbow High, the main 6, I probably think of Sunny the most because she's one of the very rare instances of Rainbow High where they give the dolls actually personalities. Like, there's not really much personality going back with Rainbow High, so when I think of the dolls that are going to probably be more expensive, I think of the dolls that are going to have more of an impact on kids and collectors. Like, I think Sunny is one of the main characters, and she's the one that, like, every time she's on the screen of the show, I get excited. I love Sunny so much, and I think her basic doll is definitely just a classic. I think she's probably gonna have, like, a Frankie or Claudine moment where she's just, like, very, like, prevalent in everyone's mind. And again, this isn't, like, my favorite design ever, but it's definitely super strong in the way of like, a main character. You know what I mean? Maybe Sunny needs her, like, spin-off show from Rainbow High. Like, goodbye, Rainbow High. We just need the Sunny show, because I really, really love this character. I think she's super fun and super animated, and I just think she's going to resonate a lot in the future. So I definitely love my Sunny doll. So I think, I don't really have any price on what I think she's going to be, but I definitely think, like, this intact hairstyle, and, like, maybe, like, you know, like, Monster High has, like, the gold elastics are the more expensive ones. They're stupid. I hate that. I think, like, you know how, like, these, like, the early Rainbow High dolls, like, how they can't, like, tilt their heads? Maybe these are gonna be more, I don't think so, actually, to be honest. I think these are gonna be, like, cheaper, because, like, no one wants this. But, like, the face shininess was definitely something that, like, was a thing in Rainbow High for a minute. But those are the only really, like, main 6 dolls I have. A lot of the dolls that I have from the rest of the picks are older dolls that I think are more stylized, more glamorous, and definitely more put together, to be honest, because Rainbow High at the start was a mess. I picked Shadow High, what's her name? I literally just, it's Chanel Onyx, gosh. I haven't watched the show and kept up with Rainbow High in a minute, but I think this doll is an art piece. She's amazing. She went on clearance, and she's one of the dolls that I saw at my Target, like, in December of this year, and, like, the rest of the Shadow High dolls are kind of gone from stores. This one that I saw kind of linger a little bit. I don't know if kids don't like her or not, but I am obsessed with Chanel Onyx, to be honest with you guys. I think she's maybe a collector's favorite. Like, I think I see a lot of collectors have doubles of her and stuff, and I just think she's one of those art pieces in Rainbow High doll. Like, this doll is far beyond just a doll, in my opinion. I think she has a higher level of quality, I think, just because this is such a crazy outfit. Like, this outfit is insane. Like, there's so many layers of fabric that they kind of just, like, melded together, and she has 2 really good outfits in this, like, her doll, and I just think it's, like, one of those dolls that, like, is, like, very, like, way too good to be true. Like, I still don't think this doll is real, to be honest. Like, I just think she's, like, amazing. The only holdback is her hair always feels wet. I don't know. But I could definitely see her being a collector's favorite in the future, and I think she's gonna have, like, you know, like, Monster High, like, I feel like when they were popular, I feel like Sweet Screams, like, it was popular, but I think people, like, were kind of, like, it was, like, kind of out there. I think this is gonna be one of those out there dolls that, like, isn't, like, thought about now, but it'll definitely be thought about on eBay in a couple years. So, Miss Chanel Onyx. I love her. Also from Shadow... Okay, everyone's stand is just falling. Also from Shadow High, though, I thought of Glitch, because Glitch is one of the characters from the Rainbow Vision line, and people maybe recognize her. I know there's, like, a want for a doll when she first came out and everything, so when she finally got a doll, I think there's a lot of hype around her, and I think there is still. I don't really see her at my Target tent. Oh, wow, I have not seen this doll in person since I bought her. Is that true? Is she one of those better seller ones? Because I haven't really seen her that much. And she is one of those characters that got a more personality. She has, like, 2 songs in the Rainbow Vision series. Her doll is amazing. Like, this doll, when I think of the $25 price point that I paid for this doll, I don't believe it, because she has these fabric boots that go all the way up her, like, to pants, like, they're pants, like, they're fabric pants, fabric boot pants. This is the innovation that, like, dolls need. She also has this really, really fierce embroidering on her, like two panels of full-on embroidering with sequins and words. It says shadow all over the place. I think it just says shadow, but like these are full-on words, y'all. They put like in stitches and everything, not like a printed on design. Words on her little like flap things. If y'all, like, I feel like if y'all have not gotten into the Shadow High Series 2 dolls, you need to. Not like you have to buy them right now, but like I think these dolls have some of the fiercest quality on the market. For $25, it's really hard to say no, in my opinion, to these dolls. And I think this is just gonna be one of those dolls that has like a giant resurgence. Like I think the Shadow High, especially Glitch, because she had that more personality to her, and I think she has a lot of really cool details. Like I think this mug in itself is gonna be one that people like love to restyle. I think people, I don't know, I forgot about Glitch. Like I know, like I think about her because she's on my shelf and everything, but like, do people still like obsess over her? I think she might be one of those like hidden ones that like kind of creeps up on y'all. But ooh. But again, I think the personality and like the actual quality and design that goes into her is definitely going to be something that people seek out after for a while. Also from Shadow High Series 2, I brought out Monique because Monique is my favorite from Shadow High Series 2, and I think she's a big fan favorite. This is the last one that I have from Series 2. I see her in so many people's collections, and people who don't always like buy the newest Shadow High dolls have her. She's one of those dolls that is another one of those too good to be trues. She has like one of the very few Rainbow High dolls with like a full head of like textured hair. Like this is a protective style. She has cool braids, and she has this really cool, interesting makeup. Dolls that have very innovative styles, like this is like directly inspired by drag makeup. Dolls that have like intricate styles that do something new to the market are always going to be the more expensive ones in my opinion. Like I think these are just dolls that like you don't really see that often. Like you never ever see dolls with drag inspired makeup, queer inspired. Like this is definitely done by like a queer designer. Maybe, I think, I hope. If not, I don't care. It's like the appreciation and the attention to detail is so insane to me. Just one of those dolls, like her face mold is completely, it looks so different with like the makeup style on it. And I think the base doll itself is definitely going to be a highly sought after one. But even this dress is so cool. There's so many layers to it, and it's so detailed. It's super shiny. It's super pretty. It is also one of those more timeless pieces, in my opinion, where I feel like people won't get like super tired of it, and it's definitely a high glam. Is it a little bit, I don't think it could be dated. I think it's just a classic fashion piece, and it's super fierce. I love like the leather pleather gloves. It's so cool, and even like the jewelry is really, really nicely painted, and these shoes are so insane. Like there's like a dragon on. I don't know what's on them, to be honest. I think it's dragons, but like these shoes are so insane to me. Like I just think this is like, one of those like display dolls. Like I don't believe that she's $25. Like the bill that goes into these dolls, like the inside eyes still gags me a little bit, and this one is just like, I love Monique. I remember watching Drag Race though, like season 15 fully fresh came out, and I was watching Sugar and Spice on the screen. I love my BBs, and I had her, twins Roxy, and twins Phoebe out, and we were watching Drag Race. So I have a lot of good memories of this doll, and I'm happy that she's in my collection. And I don't know. I think a lot. I also don't see her that much in stores as much as I see like the Shadow High dolls that I see in my stores, and I don't go to the stores too often. So maybe it's just my fault, and I go on bad days. The ones that I see that aren't selling as well is Diamante or is it Diamante? They pronounce it in the show, and I can't remember. I'm gonna call her Diamante and Rex McQueen. I always see them. So I wonder, like, she's a better seller, which makes me really happy because I think she's amazing. We also, though, have, back to the Rainbow High side, yeah, the rest is Rainbow High. This is just my Shadow High bug. Shadow High is my favorite brand from Rainbow High. I think Shadow High does a lot of things that Rainbow High doesn't. I think it's more edgy. I think it's more cutting. I think it's more exciting on the market. It's not as bland. And I don't think Rainbow High is bland anymore. I think they definitely stepped it up with the little era. But I brought out Mini Choi from the Rainbow Vision line. I think a lot of the Rainbow Vision dolls are going to be more nostalgic, again, because of the really first big plot with Rainbow High. Like, the Rainbow High, first two seasons... Are we on season 3 or in season 2? Oh, what season are we on? I'm just gonna say that this Rainbow Vision series, like the season of Rainbow Vision, was the one where we had a plot that I think a lot of people like actually cared about. I remember I was super excited to see every episode from Rainbow High when the Rainbow Vision was coming out, and the spoiler alert if y'all haven't watched it, it came out in like November. It's been months. These were the winners of Rainbow Vision, if I'm correct, the K-pop girls, and I think they're definitely the winners and everything. These dolls are so crazy insane. They did cost $40, which I just kicked my tripod and y'all just saw one of the dolls. Who cares? She'll be next. But she's also in the Rainbow Vision thing. I just think this doll is so nicely designed. She is kind of more, I think, in trend right now. So when there is the inevitable I guess, is there like a 2022 fashion trends that come back? I think she's definitely gonna be popular. These boots, they're very modern right now, which I love. I love when a doll is dated, not dated, but like has current elements to fashion to them, where it will be dated, but it's also like a time capsule in itself. So I think I could definitely see her being like a time capsule in a way. I think she's a lot of cool references to like Blackpink and everything. If you're into like K-pop stuff, I think a lot of the K-pop girls are gonna like love her in the future. Like I just think like the details on like the studded little jacket are so insane, and like this is definitely like Integrity Toys level of quality, if not better. I don't collect Integrity Toys. Can y'all be serious right now? Like, I think this is such a detail that goes underrated, because I think this doll is probably like clearancing out now. I don't pay attention to the Rainbow High aisle as much as I used to. Y'all gotta get into these dolls. Like, I think it's the moment. And like the nails, even themselves, are really, really fierce. Like, I just think this doll is so nicely designed. She's definitely gonna be one of those time capsule dolls, and I think I can just see her. She's obviously pink. All the pink Rainbow High dolls are gonna be popping and everything. I just can definitely see her like having like a Dracula effect almost, because she's like little like heart and everything. Yeah, like there's not much to say. Like I think like getting her complete in a couple years, like her pearls all on her jacket, her nails, the nails are fierce, like the headset being tied up is gonna be, you know, a challenge, because like a lot of kids like lose the pieces and everything. So I wonder how she's gonna play out in the field of everything. Actually, I did say this one was gonna be next. I have Sabrina St Cloud, also from the Rainbow Vision line. She's from like the Divas. Oh yes, the Divas. Okay, I remember the plot now. These stands are the worst things in the world. I didn't even do anything, and it just fell off. You're going over there. Bye. But we have Sabrina St Cloud, and this is a doll that sold out. Like, it was Christmas time, and I don't really notice when dolls sell out that much. Like I come on like whatever. Like it's Christmas time. Like things are gonna sell out holiday time. This one sold out like very like for a good couple, I guess, couple weeks. I think I just remember her like being out of stock on Amazon. Because she had one of the, again, more character-driven arcs in the show. Again, a very rare instance of that, but she's one of those characters that stood out to me in Rainbow Vision. I think of Glitch, I think of her, I think of Mina for some reason, I think of Neon Shadow, and like those are like the very few ones that I think of when I think of Rainbow Vision. And this doll is just stand out in my opinion, because she had like a character arc where she was like bullied from the other divas, and she had like rise, and she has like two songs, like she was featured in a song, and she has her own song. She had that gorgeous little relationship with Dahlia. What's her name? What is the girl's name? The yellow one, is it Dahlia? It doesn't sound right. It's not Daphne. I'll get it to me in a minute. But she had a little relationship with like the yellow girl, Delilah. But she had like a little relationship with her. I don't think it was like, it's not canon, but like it's they're dating. They're dating. Hello, gay people, Pride Month. But Sabrina is just a character, like she's pink. Pink dolls. Yeah, pink. She also has this gorgeous gown, and I think the arc of her character is definitely gonna be a thought in people's minds in the future. And I'm just excited. Like I just think this doll's so pretty. Like look at her face. Isn't she gorgeous, Yana? Hair flip. She just has like the metallic nylon, which I don't know if like, I think metallic nylon is a fiber that gets matted more quickly than like regular nylon, like a kiwi nylon, I think that's what it's called. The metallic nylon it's soft because I'm a collector. I don't play with my dolls. I don't really restyle this one. And I brought her on a couple vacations, but like nothing that like I would be playing with her in a lot. I've seen some Rainbow High dolls from earlier years that use the metallic nylon. Like I've seen lots of Violets and Amaya Rain from series 2 specifically that have metallic nylon that frizzes up super quickly. So I wonder how this hair is gonna do in the future of everything. I know a lot of the polypropylene Monster High dolls and Bratz dolls, like the earlier 2010s Bratz dolls, like, I've already seen a lot of Monster High dolls from G3 that have already frizzed up from like kids playing with them. I don't think this is gonna be of an issue because it's just like straight metallic nylon. But I wonder how the hair is gonna do with the nylon in the future, because I don't think I've ever had I don't think I've known of a doll that has nylon that like has been around for a while. So I wonder how the hair is gonna do. I don't think it's gonna disintegrate because it feels more sturdy than the polypropylene. So as long as Rainbow High doesn't start using polypropylene, we'll be good. But I think the metallic nylon, I wonder how that's going to fare in the coming years as well. But back to Delilah, because this is a doll that I already know is expensive online. And I don't really search up for Rainbow High dolls on like mercarri and eBay and stuff, because like it's not something that I always think about. Like, you know, like it's cool they exist. But like I buy them in stores because I think they're going to be cheaper, you know, in real life, because like sales and everything. But Delilah was a doll that I know, it was back in like January when a couple of my friends were getting into Rainbow High, and I remember one of my friends really wanted Delilah, but this doll was expensive on mercarri. Like, she was like around like the 40 to 60, 70 price point, and I was so confused because this doll came out like a year ago at this point. Like, this doll is not a rare doll. She wasn't like old. She comes with, like, I don't know, like I think she was very like, she's very cute, but I think, again, that the kind of more dynamic that she had with Sabrina in Rainbow Vision definitely maybe had an increase on on people's interest on this doll, and maybe what they're willing to pay for this doll. I think she is amazing in design, but I don't think she comes with anything that's, like, different than, like, the other dolls in this lineup. Like, I don't know. I also think that, like, the Rainbow High Series 4, I remember seeing them in Targets for, like, all of summer last year, and when it came to, like, October, December, they were like kind of wiped out and gone. And after they had that like $13 sale on Target, I've never seen them in stores again. So these dolls kind of came in. They didn't come. They came for a long time, then they went super quickly. So maybe that'll be a factor in their future and their fate in the secondhand market and everything. But this doll is gorgeous. Again, I think she's really fun. She's the doll that I would never expect to really be that popular. Maybe I guess I could have, because like the personality, and she just have a really gorgeous design. Like the flowering things on her is fierce. But if I had to think of any doll from series, what is this, 4? Are we on 4 now? To be more popular, I would have thought of Coco and Mina, to be honest with you guys, because I think Mina has a lot of gorgeous accessories. I didn't bring her over for this video, but I'll probably make a part 2 of this because I have a lot more opinions on this kind of subject. She has a lot more accessories and stuff, so I thought like maybe she would have a moment, but I don't know, like I'm happy that Delilah is having her moment, because Delilah is a Gorgiana doll, and it's really cool to see albinism represented in Rainbow High. And I think the line from this lineup of dolls, the series 4, had a great improvement on the diversity that I'm so hoping that they continue to improve on. So I definitely think series 4 overall is one of those lines that's going to be popular in the future. Like, I just think they did so much for the market. And like the Vertigo doll, Jewel Richie, that was so innovative. We don't ever really, I mean, we see like Barbie do it, but like you don't see like glamorous dolls do diversity like this. So I think that was one of those moments that like was really groundbreaking for Rainbow High. I want to continue to see Rainbow High be more diverse with different plus sizes, different disabilities and everything, but also be super glamorous like they always have been. And that's something that I truly appreciate from the brand, is how they're able to do different, they're able to represent different people, but still do it in a way that is glamorous and gorgeous. So I definitely see her again being, she already is more expensive, so I could just see her going up in price over the coming years, but love that girl. I think, okay, we're on the last 2. I think I want to say the best for last because she's my favorite, but I have Robin Sterling, her basic wave doll. The thing with the Rainbow High Slumber Party dolls is that these were really weird exclusive. These were exclusive to Walmart. Walmart in my area doesn't stock the dolls like Target does. I think Walmart is always super late to ever getting new dolls in my area. The online website is super hard to manage sometimes because like there are people who like resell dolls. Like Walmart's like it's like an eBay, but it's also like its own thing. Like I think it has like the ability to like resell things on there. I don't know how they do it, because like it's not like a mercarri where you take a picture and like it's up there. But there are people who like sell other dolls for more expensive. So it was interesting that like it makes sense that like Walmart, like a big brand, has their own like exclusive dolls, but I just think it was really done in poor taste, because this doll came out when like the supply chain issue was coming out, in 2021. It was like the lingering effects of the pandemic. So she came out at a really weird time where it was the holiday season as well, and this doll was just not in stores for a long time. I remember the only reason that I got this doll for Christmas was because I was super lucky. I found this doll in a smashed up box, and it was in Walmart. It was literally like Black Friday. She was the only one there, the only slumber party doll there, and I was super grateful to have her and get her and everything, because she was a fight to get, to be honest. So I think for that reason, I think a lot of people in the future are going to kind of view this doll as super rare and hard to find, even though she was later stocked. They did have like a really weird like re-release of her where they had shorter and thinner hair and the stand was a different color. It wasn't like an official re-release, but it was like later batches kind of changed her hair length. So I wonder if like I don't know if that's like a common thing that people like know about. And I feel like I could do a full video on that where like there's a lot of differences that I've noticed from batches, and maybe it's from different like places in the world that like have these different changes and everything. But I know this doll and Uma Van Hoos had like a different pant thing. So it's very interesting how like it kind of sneaks up on you guys, to be honest with you guys. But I think the earlier batches of Robin might be a little more popular than the re-release, because like this has I think she's more thicker and fuller hair that goes down to her like knees. And again, people don't really talk about that much, but there definitely are pictures out there. I have to find them. I don't know if I'll be able to find them for this video, but definitely look out for them. Maybe like a Reddit, maybe? I don't know. Facebook. I don't know where I saw it, to be honest. I don't really look on doll Reddit. Maybe it's an Instagram story. Who knows? Please, if anyone has information on that, link it in the description. Or comments, I want to know. But I think this doll is, I think she, again, when she did eventually come out, she sold out super quickly. And my Walmart really never got her back in stock. Like, I think there was it was like October of like this year that they had a couple of the Rainbow High doll summer party dolls in stock, but they kind of again came and went. They were $50 at launch too, and all the dolls that were more expensive, all the dolls that were more expensive, like Rainbow Vision and the Slumber Party dolls and the Rocker dolls, I can definitely see being more expensive, because not many people could afford these dolls. Especially because they never really went on a good sale. Like, I remember I wanted to get Marissa Golding from this lineup, and she never really went on a sale that I was impressed with, so I never bought her. She just kind of went. She's gone now. And I'm fine with that, because, like, the doll's kind of boring and ugly, but, back to Miss Robin. I just think she's gonna be, again, popular amongst fans. She's kind of harder to get, maybe. She also has this really cool fur detail. Like, I think the outfit itself is super high quality. It's super also classic. I think it's a reference to Ariana Grande's 7 Rings music video. And I just think it's amazing. Like, this doll is just a classic doll. I love her so much. And, like, looking at her right now on, like, my camera, like, I just want to, like, squeeze her and, like, you know, like, I just love her. Isn't she just, like, pretty? Like, I don't think I need to, like, even talk anymore. Like, I just want to show her off and be like, she's pretty. Look at that ponytail, Ma. Yes. Yes, I love that. Ugh, I love this doll so bad. She's so gorgeous. Okay, the last doll that I do have, because this video is already almost 30 minutes long, we have the 2022 Collector Chinese New Year Lily Chang. This doll. I know a lot of fans love this doll. I know that she's a fan favorite amongst the collector dolls, but this doll I don't see in a lot of people's collection, because again, she was an online exclusive, which was already like alienating a lot of the Rainbow High fan base. A lot of the fan base is kids, but she was also a collector doll, and she never really went on a good sale. This doll was $80 USD, which isn't bad for, like, again, the quality of Rainbow High doll, but it's not Playline prices. So with that never going on sale, like, I know Jed Dawson and Kaya Hart and Jewel Richie and The Day of the Dead doll, they all went on heavier sales. This doll never really did. So my thought is that this one is going to be one of those dolls that just is either really expensive or really cheap, and there's no in between. I think she's probably going to be more expensive just because I don't see a lot of people collect her or, like, have her. I don't even know if she's, like, available anymore on Amazon, or maybe she's available on Walmart. I got her on Walmart because that was the only one that was available. So, I don't know. I think this doll also she came for a long time, then she kind of went out of nowhere. And she has a lot of really, really fun and fierce details, and she is one of my personal favorite Rainbow High dolls, to be honest with you guys. I think her detail and her execution is unmatched from the brand. Like, the makeup in the face itself is gorgeous. Like, this doll just has a lot going for her. That, like, she has a lot happening in the design. Like, it's a lot of, like, gold tones and everything, but I think they all come together and look very, like, solid together. Like, they all just look super high detailed and expensive. Like, this doll looks expensive. I'm not gonna, like, lie. So I think this doll is definitely gonna be a fan favorite, and getting her I can already see it as being a hassle, because again, she wasn't really like she was probably she's mass produced, she's a mass produced doll, but she wasn't like mass produced like this, like Monique Verbena. Like they're gonna be different rare levels. And like this is a doll that I can definitely say I think is going to be genuinely rare in the future. Like, cause like dolls over time, like people like lose them or sell, like or like they get destroyed over time. Like there's not like as many dolls as there, you know what I mean? So I think this one's definitely gonna be a one to kind of get in the future. So yeah, that was kind of my Google chat for today's video. It was a lot of fun with you guys, and it was definitely interesting to kind of see my thoughts and opinions kind of throughout this video. And I'm just like, I'm not excited, but like I'm interested to see how the market for Bahai changes throughout the years, and I'm excited to see the ups and downs of it. I'm definitely excited to see the downs of it when I have to get to buy Marissa Golding for $3 on mercarri. Because it always happens. Doll prices never stay the same forever. They're not a good investment. They kind of go up and down like stocks and everything, just because it's all based on people's interests and everything. So I hope you guys all took this video with a grain of salt and everything. And I don't know in the comments below your dolls and your predictions for what dolls you think are going to be more expensive in the near future. What dolls are already expensive, because girl, there's a lot of them. But I'm just, again, interested in this topic, and I don't know your thoughts and opinions. So yeah, thank you though, guys, all so very much for watching today's video. Let me know if you all want a part 2 of this video, because I have a lot more opinions, and I could probably even go on to OMG dolls, because OMG is kind of like in their flop era right now. So I want to maybe like do one of those. But yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching today's video. It was so much fun with you guys, and I cannot wait to Google chat with you guys all very soon. Love you all endlessly. Bye. Bye, everybody.